Hello everyone, welcome back to our new video. Could you imagine that thousands or even millions of years ago, there used to be species that are far dangerous than dinosaurs? Yeah, I know dinosaurs always get all the glory in museums and textbooks, but there used to be unimaginable, gigantic in size, scariest, deadliest animals back then. Today, we're counting down our top 13 picks for the most deadly extinct animals. At number 13, the Helicopterion. Say hello to the helical prying shark. It existed some 280 million years ago. It's like no other shark in the world. The teeth of this shark did not shed away. Instead, they kept on growing in a spiral wheel-like pattern. The shark had a continuous loop of more than 125 teeth in the mouth. These teeth gave this shark a different kind of bite and chopping motion. Now, isn't that scary? It was believed that the shark was 10 to 40 feet in length. There isn't much known about the other body parts, as its skeleton was made of cartilage, which caused the body of the shark to disintegrate and then decay. At number 12, the saber-toothed tiger. Just imagine that you are wandering in wilds, and all of a sudden you are attacked by a tiger-looking animal. The only catch is that it is not a tiger. Instead, it is an animal with very long teeth coming out of its mouth. Lucky for you, they don't exist anymore. It was reported that the canines of this tiger were so sharp that they could inflict deep stabbing wounds. The saber-toothed tiger was also known as Smilodon fatalis, and it existed in North and South America for quite some time. It is among the famous prehistoric mammals. The fossil evidence indicates that they lived on Earth about 1.8 million years ago. The tiger was heavy and a muscular animal and predator to be reckoned with. At number 11, Argentavis. Let's dive back in history in the late Miocene period about 6 million years ago. Back in that time in South America, the deadliest animals were not lions or dinosaurs, but gigantic birds. Imagine a period where people were afraid of birds instead of animals. Among all the other birds, Argentavis magnificens was the largest bird to have ever existed. It had a wingspan of 6 meters and a weight of 70 kilograms. The bird was an absolute monster. The true giant of the ancient skies undoubtedly was Argentavis. The large one was able to look in the eye if you were standing on the ground. It was an excellent glider with a cruising speed of 67 kilometers per hour. Additionally, Argentavis was a carrion eater and not a bird of prey. It is said that this bird was most likely related to vultures, as the body was not designed for hunting. At number 10, dire wolf. Did you hear dire wolves? No, it is not. It's dire wolf. 2 words, not 1. Are you a Game of Thrones fan? Because if you are, then you must be familiar with orphaned wolf cubs that were seen with the ill-fated Stark children. These were dire wolves. Have you ever heard about any other creature that was a hypercarnivore? Dire wolves were known to be hypercarnivores. Dire wolf inhabited China and North America. They died out about 13,000 years ago. Their bite force was as strong as any known canine species. Because of that, it is believed that they relied on hunting large prey. They followed their prey to extinction. At number 9, Cervocles scotti. This moose is an extinct ancestor of that large moose that still lives today. They were found in the Pleistocene modern era, and they were found to be 8 feet long and weighed about 1,500 pounds. It was more commonly known as stage moose. The animal was said to be enormous with branching horns. Their first evidence in modern times was discovered at Big Bone Lick. Do you know that their remains have also been found in modern-day Ohio? There also have been suggestions that these animals also had interaction with Homo sapiens. Interesting, isn't it? At number 8, Amphision gigantus. This creature had combined characteristics of a bear, cat, and dog. It had wide claws and paws that can't retract like a bear, but also a long, flexible spine like a cat and a long skull like a dog. With up to 300 kilograms, the males of this species were a good deal larger than today's lions, so they were huge. They could crack open large bones just like hyenas and kill their prey by biting it in the neck and chest area. As per different records, this creature was up to 6 feet long and weighed about 400 pounds. The animal has also been nicknamed the bear dog, although interestingly enough, they are neither ancestral to bears nor dogs. They were not similar to wolves in terms of hunting. They preferred hunting alone, unlike the wolves. They also have a lengthy provenance in the fossil record, about 10 million years. That is huge. Additionally, the genus Amphision had 9 separate species, but 2 among them are most popular, A. major and A. gigantus. Number 7. Arthropleura. Are you still of the opinion that dinosaurs were the most dangerous? Well, allow me an attempt to change that. I'll tell you about an animal that was not as big as a dinosaur. It was not even a carnivore, although there is a 100% chance of you freaking out if you were to encounter it today. And I'm sure you would rather see a dinosaur instead of this creepy animal. The Arthropleura was a millipede that could reach lengths of 2 meters. Let's try and put this in perspective. It means if it could stand on its lower end of thousands of feet, it would be taller than a Christmas tree. It is known to be the largest invertebrate of all times. This invertebrate mostly lived on land, although there are some evidence that shows the animal was perfectly capable of traveling underwater. It was a relative of centipedes and millipedes and lived during the Carboniferous period. At number 6, Dunkleosteus. Even the name is frightening enough to freak you out, right? This extinct species resembled a fish. The fish was perfectly capable, though, to eat a shark. It had thick 5-centimeter armor and protrusions on bones in the jaw, which helped it to tear apart its prey. This prehistoric fish was 50 feet long, and it was a cannibal. Adding to its terror is the fact that it could easily snap its prey in less than a second. It lived approximately 360 to 380 million years ago during the late Devonian period. Do you know that although the fish was discovered in the 19th century, it was not named until later? It was named Dunkleosteus in 1956 in honor of then curator of the vertebrate paleontology at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, David Dunkel. At number 5, Liopleuteron. Its name comes from the Greek, which means smooth-sided tooth. This beast was heavy and a neck as long as half of a bowling lane. Some fossils suggest that the upper size was as long as 18 meters for larger species. It had a large head and sharp teeth in its jaws. The fossils also suggest that this animal was a great swimmer. It could move at high speed and catch its prey. The nose had a unique characteristic. It allowed this beast to smell its prey from a distance. At number 4, Gigantopithecus blacki. As scary as it looks, it was a very large ape. If you take a look at depictions of this animal next to humans, you will see why these apes were given this name. They were enormous and stood around 9.8 feet tall with a weight of 550 to 600 kilograms. They are considered to be 12 to 14 times stronger than human beings. This creature could pull your arms right out of the socket if you ran into it and surprised it. It is believed that they used to live off bamboo, which is weird. They were found in southern China, and upon further research, identifications have also been made in Thailand and Vietnam. At number 3, the Titanoboa. Can you guess the kind of animal from the name here? This beast was 13 meters long, and it was a snake weighing over a ton. It was the largest prehistoric snake ever found. It is said that T-Rex and Titanoboa were found in the same era but on different continents. Titanoboa lived 60 million years ago but is extinct now. Good for us. I must say, it is said that the snake used to eat very little, but when it did, it could eat crocodiles of the ancient formation in Colombia. With the eating habits, it's not hard to guess that the snake was a huge carnivore. It did not use venom to kill its prey. Rather, this snake destroyed the prey by crushing them under its weight. At number 2, giant sea scorpion. The giant sea scorpion was known as the first predator that was found on this planet. The scorpion was around 8 feet long and it weighed 1,000 times more than the largest scorpion alive today. They were found in the Paleozoic era. If you were fortunate, or rather unfortunate, enough to travel by sea during that time, you would have witnessed this fearsome sea scorpion. It would be fair to name them the sea monster. Their modern-day relatives are spiders and ticks that are not even half as harmful as the sea scorpion. Good for all of us, I'd say. And number 1, the megalodon shark. As per tradition, saving the best for last, it was the king of extinct apex predators. During its era, the shark used to freely roam around to most parts of the ocean, scaring and chewing everything around that came in its way. Fortunately for us, the shark went extinct some 2.5 million years ago, leaving behind only its huge teeth to be found by modern archaeologists. Because a shark's skeleton is made of cartilage, Scientists only have its teeth to go on. These gigantic sharks were at the top of the food chain, eating small whales, dolphins, and everything. One hell of an interesting and scary video. Did you like it? Which animal terrified you the most? If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.